All right, once again, this is a CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I am your host, Nick Quaglia, with Mike Molyneux. Patriots postseason coming up soon. Let's play a little game of hypotheticals right now. Patriots currently the 2 seed, thanks to a lot of certain things falling the Patriots' way over these past 2 weekends. If the playoffs were to start today, we have in this order, Chiefs, Patriots, Texans, Colts. Okay, just did that, not that order. I thought I ordered them. I didn't order them. Chiefs, Patriots, Colts, Chargers, Texans, Ravens. If the Titans beat the Colts this weekend, they get the 6th seed. Mike, who do you want the Patriots to play in the divisional round? Again, let's say that they get the bye week. Who do you want coming to Gillette Stadium for the divisional round?
I hope that miraculously the Baltimore Ravens advance. And the way it's set up right now in the divisional game, the Patriots will be playing at home in Gillette Stadium. And according to the numbers that we hear over and over and over again, the Patriots have dominated rookie quarterbacks. Now, I understand Lamar Jackson is playing well for the Baltimore Ravens. He's picked up a couple of victories and whatnot. But you step into Gillette Stadium as a rookie quarterback going against Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, hearing the Patriot fans in Gillette Stadium and just being in that atmosphere, Lamar Jackson doesn't stand a chance. So I feel like if you get the Baltimore Ravens in Gillette Stadium, I'd have to believe. I understand the history with Baltimore in the playoffs, but this is not the same Baltimore team, and Lamar Jackson is a rookie quarterback. I would take the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional round.
We're going to have a hell of a conversation right now. The team that I want to come in is the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, you want to talk about history. The Texans have beaten the Patriots 1 time in their franchise's history. The Patriots are 10-1 against the Houston Texans. And as we're saying, they would have to come into the Gillette Stadium. I don't give the Texans a chance in hell to come into Gillette Stadium and beat the Patriots. What do the Patriots do every single time they play Houston? They take away J.J. Watt. They take away J.J. Watt, their best defensive weapon, one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best defensive player in the league. Put that up against Khalil Mack. I mean, that's a conversation for a different day. Houston, I just don't think they can come into Gillette Stadium and beat them. Their offense is okay. They've definitely been rolling since week 1. Remember, the Patriots did play them this year, already beat them at Gillette Stadium, but it's 2 totally different teams at this point. I think the Patriots are much weaker than they were at that point. I think the Texans are better. But I don't think Deshaun Watson comes in here with that mentality that we can't beat the Patriots and then somehow overcome that and beat the Patriots. This is still Tom Brady. This is still Bill Belichick. Does that mean that if all the playoffs came through Gillette Stadium this year that the Patriots would go to the Super Bowl? No. But divisional round, I don't see Houston whatsoever coming to Gillette Stadium and taking that game. All right, before we roll on to teams that we don't want to see the Patriots play. Guys, 1 in 100, our friends. The Patriots Roundtable is powered by our friends at 1 in 100. Go to 1in100.co for your chance to win killer Pats, Celtics, and Bruins tickets. Not to mention an all-expense paid trip for 2 to the Winter Classic in South Bend for 50% off. Use promo code CLNS at checkout. That's 1in100.co. All right, Mike, who do you not want to see coming to New England for the divisional round?
Stay away from the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a team that I said earlier in the year when we had our Pretenders and Contenders segment.
You mean when Marv murdered the Panthers?
Yeah, Marv is the reason why the Panthers are not even in contention anymore. But I mean, yeah, I brought up the Chargers because I thought this was a team to be reckoned with. The way Phillip Rivers had been playing, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon, these guys. Phillip Rivers has options over there to throw the ball to. Keenan Allen, of course, gets all the hype, but Mike Williams, Antonio Gates is still getting busy here and there. This is a team that I feel like if they were to come into Gillette, Phillip Rivers is an older quarterback. He's a gunslinger. He's not one of these younger guys that might be shaken too much by the whole Patriots and Gillette Stadium mystique. I feel Phillip Rivers would come inside of Gillette and sling the ball with no regard, on top of the fact that Patriots have shown defensively that they struggle against the run. And Melvin Gordon, when fully healthy, is one of the top running backs in this league.
Oh, the interior of the Patriots defensive line would be chewed up.
He would have a field day against the Patriots up front. So please stay away from the Chargers if possible. Hopefully it shakes out that's not the case. Obviously, again, everybody believes that if the game's in Gillette, obviously the Patriots have that momentum behind them. But we've seen it over the course of history, teams have marched into Gillette in the playoffs and knocked them off like the Baltimore Ravens did in 2009, I believe. Chargers, very scary team.
See, I'm going to go complete opposite from you. I do not want to see the Baltimore Ravens come to Gillette Stadium because I think that team is a wagon right now. They just beat the Chargers this past Saturday and did it pretty handily. I was rooting for the Chargers mostly because I was in a bar and there was a guy rooting for the Ravens and I did not want to see him happy. I did not want to see any happiness from any other fan because the Patriots are struggling so much. The Ravens defense is a wagon, and I think that's kind of underrated this season. I think because the team earlier on was struggling offensively, they were doing okay, but they were just doing okay. I don't think people were paying attention. They are one of the best defenses in the league. I was just looking at the numbers before, and they are first overall in defense, total yards allowed, fourth in passing, and third in rushing. And last week, the Patriots had to beat the Bills on the ground. Tom Brady could not even beat the Bills through the air. So that means if Tom Brady can't get the ball in the air and be successful at it, then guess what? You're going to have to run the ball on the ground between Sonny Michel, James White, Rex Burkhead, and the Ravens are good at stopping that. The Ravens are very good at stopping that. Their defense is a wagon, and on top of that, their offense is totally different now that Lamar Jackson's under center. I've always been a big Lamar Jackson guy. Something that the Patriots have always struggled with, always in the Bill Belichick era, running quarterbacks. A good running quarterback gives the Patriots trouble. Lamar Jackson can move. And on top of that, the Patriots struggled when they had linebackers who could move and didn't look like 55-year-old men. Do you think a linebacker is going to be able to watch and the Patriots team is going to be able to watch Lamar Jackson? No. Yeah. No, he's not. You're going to have to take a defensive back, and you don't want to take away a defensive back and take away somebody who's going to be watching a receiver. You don't want to do that, but if you're playing Lamar Jackson, you're going to have to because if you're not watching him, he is going to take off. That is a team I do not want to see come to New England. Any last thoughts?
I mean, I hear you. Baltimore's defense has been great, but I have to believe if we were to sit back and watch, I understand how great Baltimore's been playing, but a rookie quarterback come into Gillette Stadium and probably what would be the biggest game, if he could get through the wild card game, the biggest game of his career and beat Belichick in Gillette Stadium, the Patriots dynasty is over. Over if that were to happen.
Would you be shocked if this was the year that it's over? Look at him.
I mean, like I've said earlier in the year, if we have to look back in history later on and say what year did the Patriots dynasty, the Belichick-Brady era really start to decline and fall off, I would say this is the season. So if that happened, where Lamar Jackson came to Gillette and got a win in the divisional round to advance to the AFC Championship game, it would just further my statement and said, look, all good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, it's been the 2018 season.
The Texans, though, they also notoriously poo themselves when they come here. That defense falls apart every time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough to play in Gillette. It's very tough to play in Gillette, and unfortunately, the Texans know that firsthand.
All right, guys, thank you for watching the CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. Make sure you catch every single CLNS Media Patriots postgame show with Mike and with Marv, who is not here. Also, check back in next week. You can find all of our audio content. This is turned into audio form, podcast form on Audio Boom. Guys, thank you for watching. We will talk to you next week with hopefully another Patriots win over the Jets.